1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oklahoma's offense will have the football first. You go back over the history of this rivalry, and there's certainly been close games, but there have also been a large number of blowouts, and we had one last year for the Horns, David.
And I think as a Texas fan, you better understand that, because when you win big the year before, OU is going to come out with their hair on fire, Jesse, ready to make a statement.
When I think back to last year's game, the thing that impressed me so much about Texas was that they stepped up and brought their A-game to the ballpark in the Red River rivalry, one of the biggest games of the year. Let's see who's going to step up in this one today.
Quick completion on the out. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback will keep it. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He gets a block. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So Texas offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him, and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Williams will pass. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Fires into the end zone. Finds his big tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Defense looks like they're coming. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
And the Sooners come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Smith dropping to pass. Works the middle of the field. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Missed the connection on second. Now looking at a third down. Williams looking for a man. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Gives it on the option. Running into the open space. Turning it on. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the 3 of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL. We know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of games, people run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their heads. It means something to these kids.
Off the play fake. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. That's a live ball. Defense has it.
You never know how weather affects the kick, and the rain's coming down, obviously, but the field goal unit does a great job getting penetration, getting back deep in the backfield, and then blocking the kick for the big momentum shift.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to scramble. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Might be calling a hot route. Williams will pass. Catch in the middle. It's Lockett. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to buy time. Find some fresh air. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Wide out trying to get it in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got his man. Touchdown Longhorns! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Under a minute to play here in the 1st half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half.
And the Sooners will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Williams looking for a man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. On the move, it's Otis. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
That's reeled in. It's Otis. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Smith wants to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Sooners are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
To the air on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And how about that play by the free safety? You sort of got the feeling somebody's band was going to be playing after that one. Big gamble by the defense.
Yeah, hey, great job timing it up and catching them off guard, bringing the blitz. It is. Now, you say that because I get it. It's high risk, high reward. That time, high reward, getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Bo.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Makes the grab. It's McCutcheon. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Williams will pass. And the missed connection on third down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can... Oh, he's got some space! He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Well, finally this offense is able to show a bit of a pulse. I mean, we haven't seen this all game, but how about that play? Generating an explosive one in the passing game. They're obviously trailing here in the fourth quarter. Maybe that's the play that's going to give them some life and give them a chance to win this game.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
It's complete to the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Sooners come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to sneak it. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the gun to give, looking for room. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go to the ground. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ball State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 24 over Kent State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
They'll ride the hot hand. Finds a little space. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
On the ground, it's Clark. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Big fullback's got it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And the thing I like about giving it to the fullback right away, it hits downhill right now. Very little chance for a ball handling mishap. No fumbles. He secures the football, wraps it up, falls forward, and usually gets positive yards.
Williams looking for a man. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Williams will pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.